was once a dream that was Rome.
Ave, my dudes, and welcome back to Pax Romana. We are here for episode 1 of Expeditions Rome. If you are as excited as I am for this series, please leave a like on the video. It's actually been a while since I've been able to record a video with me in it, and that's because I've been sick for over a month. It's been absolutely terrible. And as you can probably tell, my voice is not 100% back, but I think it's finally time to get back to recording. This is a game that I've been excited about for what feels like a year now, and it's finally here. But in order to do my best and hopefully have my voice survive for the next hour or so, I brought some Dayquil honey cold and flu. So this tastes horrible, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh god, it's so terrible. With that being said, let's get into Expeditions Rome.
In the year of Lucius Licinius Lucullus, Rome was prosecuting several wars of self-defense, most notably in Greece, where Lucullus himself was commanding the legions. With everyone's gaze directed at the provinces, few could have known that a seemingly inauspicious event in Rome would become the central fulcrum around which the fate of the Republic would turn. The paterfamilias of a venerable patrician house had passed away unexpectedly, and a senator by the name of Vitellius Scaevola had made a bid for the hand of his eldest child. His widow alone believed that Scaevola had poisoned her husband and now strove to take his place and claim his property through marriage. Acting in secret, the widow arranged for her youngest child to be taken out of their villa in the dead of night and smuggled out of Rome.
All right, and we are here at the character creation screen. Now, as far as our name goes, I actually did a poll on Twitter. There was like 4 or 5 choices, and the winner for my name was, of course, Verginius Maximus. Now, unfortunately, I recently found out you can only choose the first name and the nickname. You cannot choose the family name. So we will be Verginius Maximus, but I'm gonna have to choose a different family name. I'll try to find one that's funny, but we'll see what happens. Verginius Maximus. And for a family name, we have a lot of choices here. Okay, I found it. We are going to be Verginius Maximus, the biggest virgin in Rome. We will be a male. As far as our portrait, oh yeah, that looks like a Chad. That's going to be our portrait. Let's look at these faces. I mean, it doesn't really look like the portrait. We'll go with face 3. We will be the second skin color. Yeah, short hair is definitely the best. I have brown hair. And I am tall. So, there is Verginius Maximus. Each of these 3 perks unlocks unique dialogue options to persuade other people in different situations. Think about what kind of character you want to roleplay and choose your rhetorical style accordingly. During the story, you may get a chance to master a second technique. Okay. Well, you can be ethos, which is using the art of power and authority or your abilities to get your way. Logos is the art of convincing someone with sound logical arguments and reasoning. And pathos is the art of winning people over using stirring rhetoric or emotional manipulation. Well, I think I'm gonna go with ethos because I like the idea of using my authority. So that's our choice. All right, difficulty. We can have Augustus, which is easy, Caesar, which is normal, Pompeius, which is hard, and Crassus, makes sense, is insane difficulty. I think I'm gonna go with Caesar because I want a little bit of a challenge, but I'm actually more interested in the story than I am in fighting, so we will go with that. I think we're here mostly for the story anyway, so let's begin.
Did you hear me, Domine? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a bunch of choices each time we talk to somebody. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm just going to read the one that I pick. Let me know if you guys like that, or if you do want me to read all of them. I'm down either way. But for right now, we will say, I'm sorry, old friend. I guess I'm still thinking about what happened.
Our departure was very sudden, I know. But do not dwell on the past. Better to focus on what's coming at you. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer.
I wish we never had to leave Rome.
We had no choice. Whether you like it or not, Rome is your home no longer.
Damn.
It is up to you, however, to make it your home again. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. He told me his name is Geminus.
All right, so we can only pick one of these 3. I'm assuming that's because we picked ethos. So maybe he will respond better to someone with real authority. My family is paying for this trip after all.
You were the authority of your ancestors well. I'm sure he'll give you what you want. You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his timely appearance at the villa.
We left so quickly. My mother and sister?
Do not worry. The Vitellius brothers have no reason to do them any harm. Besides, you cannot save them by worrying. Focus on the task ahead.
All right, let's see if Geminus knows where we are. Goals. The quest markers point you towards your mandatory objectives, red, and your optional objectives, black. Okay, easy enough. Quest markers are only displayed for the currently tracked quest. When you have more than one quest, you can change which one you're tracking from the quest menu. Press J to open. Gotcha. Use WSAD to pan the camera so you can see your objective if needed. You can also rotate the camera with the middle mouse button. Press F in the chat to make the camera follow your character again. Okay. Okay. Pretty easy. Is this point and click? Yep. It's like RuneScape.
You found your Silex quickly, Domine.
You guys got anything to say? Nope. This must be Quintilius Aquinas.
You handle the sea
I didn't say
better
that
than
right.
most. I'm glad.
Centurio, I would like to thank you for your timely arrival at my villa.
The timing was fortunate, but there is no need to thank me. The consul sent me to get you. Please, call me Kaiser, if it's not too familiar.
Then you can call me Maximus.
With all due respect, I'd better not.
Okay. Can we go over the plan? Our departure was far too hasty to discuss our course of action.
Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements with the consul. You are to join his command staff as tribunus.
What are the duties of a tribunus?
You will have very little responsibility. The tribunus of the legio assists the legatus while they learn how to command a military organization. You will not see combat, nor will you make any important decisions. You'll be safe, as your mother wanted.
If I'm going to follow a legion around, I might as well make myself useful.
I'm sure the consul will find use for you. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders. You'll get the hang of things quickly. One word of advice. I know Lucullus is a friend of your family, but remember, he is the consul, elected by the people to rule all of Rome. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men.
Fair enough. I should talk to the Triarchus.
I heard he's running from a senator who wants him dead.
Y'all gossiping?
Shh, keep your voice down.
Yep. Where is Geminus?
What is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
Here's our boy. Salve, Geminus, wasn't it?
What? Yes, Geminus. Salve. I'm a little preoccupied.
I will remind you that until we reach our destination, you work for me. You have been paid to take me and my contingent to Lesbos within a certain time. When will we arrive?
Forgive me, I did not intend any disrespect. We have only a short time left to go. If not for the lack of wind, we would be there already. But I will push the rowers harder. Wait.
What is it?
Ah, shit. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram.
There we go.
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you can actually fight.
Fair enough. Are those Greeks?
Gaius,
Right.
are you all right?
I'm fine, Centurio.
Form up. Let's get these pirates off our ship.
All right, preparation phase. Before combat begins, you will often have time to organize your Praetorians into a formation within an area highlighted in blue. Simply click on one of your Praetorians and click where you want to place them. Okay. It's generally a good idea to put your heavy infantry in the front and your archers and support behind them. When you're ready, click the end turn button or press N to begin. Okay, so Queso definitely seems like a attack kind of guy. We'll put the biggest virgin up here. This is an archer, so we'll put him back here. And Cineros, oh, that's the old man, is support, so we'll put him behind the virgin. And I think, let's see how many enemies there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's begin. To attack an enemy, first select which skill to use. Each skill cannot be used more than once per turn. Many skills require your action point orange to use, and some have limited charges red square per encounter. Alright, well, let's start with the archer. During combat, characters can take actions in any order. For example, you can move a ranged character a few hexes towards an enemy, shoot, and then move back again. Oh, okay. You are also free to swap between characters during your turn. For example, one character can move, another character can move and attack, and then the first character can attack as well. You can even move or attack with a character while another character is still moving. Try it out. Okay. Well, let's move him here. Let's see, his aimed shot, which is 4 to 7 piercing damage, but it is deflected by shields. And then crippling shot, which is the same, but it applies cripple. So we'll try that. We will shoot this fella. Status effects. Any status effects applied to a character will show up in their tooltip. The number indicates the remaining duration in combat rounds, while the bars indicate how severe the effect is. Status effects can be positive, negative, or neutral. To get more information about a status effect, press the C status effect key to open a list of the statuses currently affecting a character. Okay, now we're going to move our archer back. And then we're going to send Queso forward, hopefully to finish this guy off. Untrained enemies. Whenever you kill or incapacitate an untrained character, such as civilians or militia, in this case, Gimnite, not sure, the character who dealt the final blow will regain their attack action. Oh, so he can go again. Remember that any given skill can only be used once per turn, and action points cannot be saved for the next turn. Try to finish off any untrained enemy with a character who will still have a skill left to use in that same turn. Okay. So he can do Brace, which applies strong to self. Well, we do have Shield Push. Let's see if we can do it here. Okay, I think we walked too much, so he is done. So let's send the Virgin forward here. And we will slash. And can we send him here? Oh. If you move out of a hex that is adjacent to an enemy wielding a melee weapon, they will get an attack of opportunity. Okay, makes sense. Watch for a red arrow along your path to see if you'll get attacked. Each character can make one attack of opportunity per turn. Fair enough. So we will send Cineros forward here. He has Concussive Strike, which is 4 to 7 bludgeoning damage. It also applies Weakened. And then Reach, which is 4 to 7 bludgeoning damage as well. So we will do Concussive Strike. Hopefully finish this guy off. Success. And then we can move him back without an attack of opportunity. Alright, so he can still use Logistics, which applies Coordinated to allies, +2 movement maximum. Do we do it on an ally? I guess we're super coordinated. Alright. Alright, we got some dudes doing some stuff. Oh, here comes Verginius. Oh, that guy is screwed. Rip. Okay, I think it's our turn again. Oh, no. We're shooting arrows. Gotcha. Okay, Verginius is slowly dying here. Yeah, hit that shield.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Gladiator?
Up there.
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
Bestia. Alright. So we have another warrior, it looks like. So we will attack this guy. We will send Cineros here to finish him off. Oh no, we sent Biggest Dickus to finish him off. And he doesn't, because he is an absolute virgin. And if we move, we'll get an attack of opportunity. I knew that was going to happen. Shields can block a certain amount of damage every turn, unless a skill states otherwise. Shield damage does not overflow to the character's health. Some attacks will be deflected entirely by shields, which mean the target will not even lose shield strength. Shields also apply the status effect Strong to their users when combat begins, which regenerates shield strength at the beginning of each turn. Every time a shield takes a hit, 1 stack of Strong is removed, reducing the amount of shield strength restored in future turns. The best way to deal with an enemy shield is to hit it with multiple low damage attacks until the Strong status is removed. Avoid shooting it with arrows. That makes sense. Alright, now Old Man can finish off this guy. Let's bring our arrow guy forward here. Zoom out a little bit. We will use Crippling Shot on this guy. And send our Gladiator here to finish him off. Ooh, what's this? 1-2. Make 2 attacks, each at half of normal damage, or Precise Stab. So basically, oh, you can actually hit 2 targets with this. Perfect. So finish him off. Alright, Gladiator is OP, I think. And then he can still do Precise Stab. Alright, Cineros still has a move. So we will send him here. And then do Reach on this guy. Glancing Blows. Weapons can deal 1 of 3 different types of damage: slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. Armor and helmets grant resistance against some of these damage types. Whenever a character is hurt, the resistance determines the percentage chance that the attack is reduced to a glancing blow. Okay? A glancing blow only deals 25% damage and does not apply any further status effects of the skill or weapon used to attack. If you find your attacks reduced to glancing blows, look at what damage types your enemies are least resistant to, and switch to a weapon or a skill that deals that type of damage. Okay. I believe that's end of turn. Verginius finishes a guy off. Does some more damage. Oh, they still have an archer. I think Verginius might be down. We're going to ignore that, though. Alright. So I want my archer to move here and take a crippling shot at their archer. Beautiful. Have the gladiator move here. Actually, we don't want to get a attack, so we will use Precise Stab. Finish him off. Then we can use Shiv. 3 damage, can't complain. We use Slash on this guy. Send Biggest Dickus ahead. Does anybody have any attack points left? Yes, the old man does. Use Concussive Strike.
You're deadly with that thing.
I've lived other lives before this one.
I like him. He's an OG. Alright, end of turn. Uh-oh. Cineros is down to 1 health. But I think we might be able to end it this turn. Let's see.
1 left. Disappointing.
Archer should be squishy. Actually, not bad. Send the Gladiator forward. There we go. Send off the pirate boarding party. Nobody died. I think Geminus might be dead, but that's fine. He's not part of the party.
Back to Neptune's asshole, barbarians.
The Triarchus run us straight into the pirate ambush, Spearman. Allow me to execute him right here and right now. This traitor must be working with them.
We're sailing to join a war against pirates. It's not so surprising that we should be attacked by pirates on our way. That makes sense.
Don't be naive. This was no random attack. They were out for blood.
It is quite unusual for pirates to attack any ship, let alone a heavily armed Roman galley. They prefer to attack lightly defended coastal towns instead. It's less risky and more profitable.
Well, let's go talk to the man.
So he's not dead. So that's good. All right, Geminus, explain yourself.
Geminus, you steered us into a trap.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I had nothing to do with it, I promise. They came out of nowhere.
Silence! You utter nonsense! By Mars, it is the sea! How can anyone come from nowhere?
We cannot execute a man based on no evidence. Besides, we need our Triarchus to make it safely ashore.
What do you say, kid? What do you think we should do?
Why do you want him dead, Gladiator?
We are close to our destination, and we can reach it without him. If there is a possibility that he is working with the enemy, we cannot risk to let him live. Mercy, doubt, hesitation. These are all openings that the enemy can exploit to kill you. This man's value to us is far less than the threat he may pose.
Gaius, if pirates don't attack ships as you say, why would these ones make an exception?
We are, many of us, important people, on our way to join the action against Lesbos. Is it not conceivable that the rebels heard of us? The Kingdom of Pontus is known to sponsor pirates, to harass and weaken Rome. I do not believe we have any reason to suspect our Triarchus of colluding with them.
All right, so maybe we don't kill a guy right at the beginning of the game. He does seem a little scumbaggy, but what's done is done. There's nothing to gain from executing the Triarchus now.
Very well. We shall spare his life. But remember, mercy is a luxury you will not always be able to afford.
Perhaps, but in this case, we certainly can't afford to lose our Triarchus. We still have to reach Lesbos.
A wise choice, my friend.
Thank you, Gaius.
Killing the Triarchus of our ship in the middle of the sea would have been inconvenient. Indeed.
Thank you. If you ever again need the help of a skilled navigator, I am at your service.
Rowers, up the tempo, and keep your eyes open.
So it looks like the choices you make affect how the people in your group think of you. So I think the barbarian might think, or the gladiator might think a little more negative of us now, but yeah, I didn't feel like killing the guy, so I'm sure we'll kill plenty of people. Okay, back to character creation. Looks like we're gonna pick our class. So, to start off, we have the Princeps, which is heavy armor and sturdy tower shields give Rome's frontline infantry unparalleled survivability. That sounds pretty good, honestly. Hint, the Princeps is the most straightforward class to play. Okay. So you can be a defender, which this is the subclass, which focuses on survivability and protecting allies. The Vanguard, which charge into the fray and excel at using shields as their weapon. Or a Veteran, which locks down enemies and resist enemy attempts to do the same to them. Okay. The second class is the Veles, which the speed and unpredictability of light infantry allows them to cause great chaos among enemy ranks. The subclasses are the Assassins, which have good mobility and high single target damage, Duelists, which are evasive fighters that dodge and weave, and a Brawler, which are versatile fighters that excel at penetrating enemy lines. We have the Sagittarius, which is the Archer, the ability to strike at a distance. You can be a Marksman, which are defensive archers, a Hunter, which are close-range multi-target shooters, or a Sniper, which prefer to pick off single targets at a great distance. And finally, the Triaris, which is the third line of a Roman legion, can reduce the effectiveness of enemies and improve the performance of allies. Okay, so this is a support character. You can be a Medic, which is pretty explanatory, a Flag Bearer, which control the battlefield by buffing allies and moving enemies, or a Destroyer, which delivers devastating attacks that damage enemy armor. So I think we're going to go with Princeps, which seems like a pretty standard choice, but we're going to go with the Vanguard, which we charge into the fray, so we're still offensive, but we have a defensive character. I think it's a good mix. All right. Let's continue. Act 1, Asia Minor, 1st century BC. Lucullus's Legion camp.
Gentlemen, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. With an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus's war camp, the heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry.
All right, so let's explore this camp a little bit. We have to go and talk to Lucullus, which is the consul.
Does Sturmus seem like he knows what he's doing to you?
Him and his whole legion seem like they haven't the faintest clue.
Not great. Anything in the tent? Doesn't seem like it. This game does look pretty good.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
Small dick bully.
He won't do anything about it. Agrippa is connected back home.
One day that man is going to fall out of a watchtower to his death. It'll be tragic.
Don't joke about that kind of thing.
Damn, Agrippa sounds like a cock.
How long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too. I came here to kick Mithridates' ass, not to sit on the beach day in and day out waiting for something to happen.
Mithridates? I've been saying Mithridates my entire life. Am I wrong? Probably. Oh, we got some of the boys here. Looks like the gladiator and the old man. What's up, gladiator? You are Bestia Tabit, right? I am Biggest Verginius Maximus.
I am called Bestia Tabit indeed. You fight well. I noticed it.
May I ask you a few questions?
You may ask, and I may answer or not.
You didn't like the Triarchus, did you?
He will fail again and cause the death of someone you care about. And that death will be your doing.
Damn.
Mark my words.
What can you tell me about the commanders here?
They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator. but I don't understand what that means.
Consul means he is one of the 2 men elected to rule all of Rome this year.
Ah, like a king, but temporary.
We Romans do not like the word king. We have fought hard to build a republic for all Romans, free of the tyranny of kings.
Free of the tyranny of kings? Perhaps Romans prefer other kinds of tyranny.
Perhaps. See you on the field of battle.
Domine.
How are you doing?
I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted on solid ground now.
What do you know about the consul?
Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. You ought to keep this in mind.
Fair enough. I'll talk to you later. Okay, so let's go talk to the consul.
That other legion. Bit wet behind the ears, aren't they?
Everyone starts out that way.
True enough. Soon they'll be veterans too.
Or they'll be dead.
I think this is the consul's tent. Yeah, here we go.
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris.
Ave, Lucullus. We have arrived as requested.
By Jupiter, you sure have grown up, haven't you? This is the promising young man I was telling you about, Thermus.
Quite unassuming, but full of potential, I guess. Prime material for the speculatores, if he can prove himself.
What are the speculatores?
A special cohort, assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
Gladly. The chance to prove myself is what I've come here for.
There will be ample opportunities for that, my young ward. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then.
His uncle?
Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quinctius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Iulius Calidus of my legion Speculatoris. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions.
Why can I not take part in the main assault like Gaius?
If you are fast, you may yet play a part in that. But for the assault to succeed, you must do this first.
Is all of this just a secondary operation to Cotta's campaign? And isn't Cotta like Caesar's uncle or something?
That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Defeating Pontus will require patience and caution. Regaining control of the Aegaeum Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' supply lines.
Wait, is Gaius from our group Gaius Julius Caesar? That would be dope. All right, no more questions. I'll do what needs to be done.
Wait. Are those your father's old weapons?
Yes.
I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, the leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith, Sextus, and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
All right. When you're ready to leave the area, look for this icon to find an exit to the world map. All right, let's talk to Gaius. Is this...
Salve.
Salve. I don't believe we have been properly introduced. My name is Verginius Maximus, the biggest virgin in Rome.
Oh, I am Gaius Julius Caesar.
Gaius Julius Caesar. I like the pronunciation. All right, so we've been traveling with, you know, the greatest Roman of all time. This is all quite new to me. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all. But keep in mind, I am not the most experienced soldier either.
Do you think the Triarchus was working with the enemy?
Does it matter? For the sake of this discussion, let us say he was a traitor. In the end, we are triumphant and the pirates are dead. The Triarchus if indeed he worked with them, now knows he picked the wrong side. In a war like this, allegiances are rarely about ideology. The common person wants nothing more than to be on the winning side, and we have shown Geminus that the winning side is ours.
You are an interesting man, Gaius.
Interesting? I shall accept this as a compliment, but prepare to be disappointed. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, I shall try to be as helpful as I can.
Let us talk later, Gaius.
Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. I may have need for your help on a rather sensitive matter.
Of course, Gaius, you can trust me.
That is good to hear. Keep in mind the matter I'm about to mention is rather personal in nature. Your discretion would be appreciated. I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. I believe it to be stolen by one of the Centuriones.
Are you sure it was stolen?
I'm reasonably sure. The journal might be misplaced, but I find this to be improbable since I write regularly.
Why don't you simply walk up to the Centurio and retrieve your property yourself?
That I have already tried. He threatened me in a way. He said if I continue bothering him, he would read the contents of my journal publicly.
And the journal includes admissions of certain actions you're not proud of?
I can stand by my decisions, and I'm proud of my actions. It's just that I don't want some donkey-headed brute reciting them in public.
Very well. Tell me what I can do for you.
The Centurio is called Agrippa, I think.
Small dick bully.
He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there. I thought perhaps you could convince him to hand over my journal. Needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate if you'd refrain from reading it.
Okay, so we are looking for a small-dicked bully named Agrippa who is hanging out by a tent. And I totally want to read Caesar's journal. Oh, is this Agrippa? Yes, it is.
We're in the middle of something, Tribune. What do you want?
I believe you're in possession of someone's private property. I'm here to retrieve it.
This? Ah, well, this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew, who thinks of himself as the greatest commander history has ever seen.
I mean, kinda is. He also happens to be my friend, so I suggest you hand it over right now.
Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again?
He sent me instead, and he will reward you if you return his journal.
I find that highly unlikely. You'll have to try something else.
Well, I can make it worth your while. This journal in exchange for 300 denarii.
For this worthless drivel? Now that's a bargain. Take it.
Well, let's hope we didn't overpay. Okay, so here's the inventory menu. All unequipped items currently in your possession show up here. Use these buttons to filter which item you want to see. Drag items into these slots to equip them. Specific items go into specific slots. You can also click an item to automatically equip it. Okay, but where is Caesar's journal? Can I put it in my hand? Well, I don't think we can read it, unfortunately. That's a shame. But let's go give the journal back to Gaius. Hopefully we get one hell of a reward since we spent 300 denarii on it.
Solway, I see you've successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you managed it?
Well, we could lie. But we'll say everything has a price. In this case, the price was 300 denarii.
You paid out of your own pocket. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'm literally in your debt.
That will be unnecessary. You'll pay me some other way.
You have already started collecting favors. Wise. One last question before we're done. Did you read my journal?
I am curious about the journal's contents, but I respect your wishes.
That is the most virtuous thing to do, and I expected nothing less of you. Thank you, my friend.
Well, I think if we're going to have a friend later in the game, Gaius Julius Caesar is the one to have. So now we have to, like, get armor, I believe. Which I can hear a hammer tinking. Nope. Be this fella right here.
Salve, Legionari. If you're here to get your weapons fixed, you must have me confused with Vulcan.
These are my father's weapons.
Was he buried with them? This leather is fossilizing. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it.
Do you sell materials for smithing?
You'll have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
If I need something special, can I commission you to smith it for me?
I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consuls Centuriones.
Thank you. We're going to call him Ferrari. I'm sure I'll see you again. To see which objects you can interact with, press left alt. Okay. Click on the equipment on the table to collect the contents or dismantle it for salvage. Salvage is used to craft new equipment. All right. So we have a spear, a gladius, a scutum, and a lorica musculata. Well, let's just take all of that. You have received a piece of equipment, but you must assign it to a character before it can be used. Click here or press I to open your party's inventory. Alright, so the gladius we do have is 2 to 5 damage. And this one is 4 to 6, but the spear is 3 to 6. I think the gladius is better. When you equip a weapon, you can gain access to its skills. You can hover over any item to see what skills it will give you to access, if any. So Gladius has Defensive Strike, which is 4 to 6 slashing damage, and Slash, which is also 4 to 6 slashing damage, but it affects multiple targets. Okay. And can we put the shield? We have Hunker Down, which locks yourself in place to defend against attacks from a specified direction. And we definitely want this armor. Oh, yeah. Look at biggest Verginius. He's looking a lot better. We just need a helmet now. Okay. Travel to the warehouse and meet Julius Caldeus. Try to pronounce things correctly, but...
The pirates are getting bolder. They attacked another one of our galleys this morning.
Geminus tell you too?
That's right.
This is the second time his galley's been attacked, and yet he still lives.
Geminus might be a snake. But let's leave the camp and go to the warehouse. World map. This is the world map, where you'll be traveling between known locations. Click the play button or space to unpause time. Characters and legions only move when time is passing, but you do not have to move to pass the time. As time passes, impeding events will appear on the right side of the timeline and move towards the left side, which represents the present, okay? Some events may come as a surprise, and these will not be shown on the timeline. During your travels, you and your Praetorians consume 1 ration every 8 hours. Keep your pantry well stocked. A starving Praetorian fights poorly and may eventually mutiny. You can buy more rations from the merchant. Alright, so we're here. Over here is where the garrison is. Here's the warehouse, but let's check out Colony, another Roman campsite. Time is moving. Visit the Legion camp to trade, recruit new Praetorians or Centurions, craft items, develop new battle stratagems, or talk to your companions. Okay. Let's check it out. Alright, our water has been replenished, apparently. Alright, so I see a door up here. We're gonna check this out.
You see
At your service
tonight.
For the last time.
What happened?
Oh boy.
She gave me some kind of disease. I'm not the first one either, apparently.
You got the clap.
Ouch. I'll stay clear as well then.
Smart. Opened. Okay. Is this a prisoner? Does not seem like I can interact with this person, so...
Salve.
Salve. Weirdo. What's up, friend?
So, little man, you must be new. I am Spurius Quincius Carius, merchant extraordinaire and purveyor of wondrous items. And who might you be?
They call me Maximus, and the last man who had the nerve to call me little said valet to his tongue.
That I find very unlikely. I'm an excellent judge of character, and you look like a person who would faint at the mere mentioning of blood.
Come on.
Besides, cutting a merchant's tongue out is bad for business. Enough pointless chatter. Poverty grows from idleness. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, please do kindly remove yourself from my stall.
Let's see what you have to offer. Resource trading. Some merchants will allow you to exchange trade resources for other trade resources. Select the resource you want to sell on the left side and the resource you want to buy on the right. Each resource has different inherent value. Slaves are the most valuable, followed by medicine, then rations, and finally denarii. Merchants' prices are also modified by their opinion of you, as shown at the top. Abundance and scarcity. Keep an eye on which resource is abundant, up arrow, at a certain market, and which is scarce, down arrow. Resources lose value when they're abundant and become more valuable when scarce, makes sense. The abundance and scarcity at a given market changes weekly. All right, so apparently we have 10 slaves. Don't know where they are, but I don't think we're going to do any trading yet, as we have a lot of rations, so. Goodbye, slightly rude shopkeeper. Is there anything else in this camp?
Ah, I would march into battle naked if it meant they could afford to feed us better.
Damn. Struggling. Alright, nobody in this tent. Oh, someone's sleeping.
Need something?
Yeah, nope. Alright, well, let's head on to the warehouse.
All quiet.
Good job, soldier. Alright, to the warehouse we go. The pirates of Lesbos have been storing something valuable in a warehouse near Colone. You must bring specific characters. Well, we're going to bring the 4 we have. So it looks like we can get some more characters as we go, which is exciting. We're going to be consul one day. I can feel it. Biggest Verginius Maximus, consul of Rome.
We might be at the wrong spot. There's no one here.
Lucullus said his agent would be here.
Lucullus is clearly mistaken. If there was someone here, I would know.
That's a very useful skill.
Hey, don't move.
Calm down. I am Julius Calidus of the Occulta Speculatores of Legio Prima Italica. I presume you are my reinforcements.
I am not your reinforcements. I am your new primus.
All right, great prime. See that warehouse? They store Greek fire there. First order of business is to steal it. Unfortunately, the moment we move into that warehouse, they will sound the alarm.
It's a little early.
So we should be quick.
It's a little early for Greek fire, isn't it? I don't know. Can't we simply occupy the warehouse?
We could, if we had need of a warehouse. As it happens, we need only the goods stored within. There's a small camp of sentries just down this hill. If we hit them first, they won't show up as reinforcements.
But then the ones inside the warehouse will hear the fighting and be ready for us.
You have touched the matter with a needle. The choice is yours, Prime.
Okay, so we can deal with the sentries, but it'll alert the warehouse. I think we'll do that just because we need more practice fighting. And we're probably not very good at it. So let's kill some sentries. Nope.
Look alive! The Romans are here!
Alright.
How did they get so close?
Prep stage. Gladiator up front. Queso. Oh, that was biggest. Queso here. Let's begin. Alright, first thing we're going to do. Archery. Ranged attacks require a clear line of sight to your target, unobstructed by enemies or allies. If an enemy is adjacent to cover, you cannot target them from a wide angle in front of that cover. Ranged attacks typically cannot miss. However, shooting beyond your accuracy stat in meters will decrease your damage. You can tell this is happening if the end of your trajectory turns yellow or red. Beyond twice your accuracy, you cannot shoot at all. A shield protects a character completely from ranged attacks as long as that character still has any remaining shield strength. This is called deflecting. When deflecting, a character won't even lose shield strength. Okay. So let's bring her here. and get a... Ooh, fire arrow. Let's start with that. Okay, so he's down to 1. Let's then bring the gladiator here. If a character is adjacent to cover, they are protected from attacks within a 100-degree cone from the other side. Cover blocks attacks completely. Low cover only helps if the character is able to crouch. Characters will automatically crouch in low cover and stand up to shoot, but they will be forced to stand up if an enemy stands next to them. High cover applies without needing to crouch. Okay. Alright, you need to kill this guy. Focus is unique to light infantry characters. Many of the skills of this class cost focus to activate, and that focus is spent when these skills are used. Every time a light infantry character makes an attack, they gain focus equal to the combined focus per attack of their equipped weapons. Okay? Well, we're going to put you back here. I'm not sure if we should wait and let them come. Pause. Because I'm not sure, do they have any archers? Oh, yeah. They have 2. Alright. We're going to stay here. Actually, we're going to move the biggest dickus and the gladiator up front here. We'll move our support. Yeah, hit that shield. Oh, you shooting from back there?
Follow me.
Damn. All right, we're gonna let these guys come to us, I think. All right. So you need to attack him with a... We're gonna use defensive strike. And then we will have the gladiator. Oh no, this is Queso, Cheese Man. Hopefully finish this off. We'll bring her over here. And then use a fire arrow on... Oh. Cannot. Is there anybody we can attack? Out of range. Hold on. Which she might be attacked next turn, but... we still cannot attack anybody. Oh yeah, we can now attack this guy. So let's get the gladiator here. And we will use... This guy's a shield. Oh, it still did damage. Okay. And then we will use Cineros to reach and hit this guy. He got a little attack of opportunity in there. We use shield push with Queso. And end our turn. Alright, that guy died from burn damage, so that's good. Oh, going after our archer. Not great. Our archer is out in the open. Yep, that's not good. Hopefully we can maybe cover. Alright, let's slash this guy. He is almost dead. Attack of opportunity. And down he goes. Perfect. So let's see. Can we get a crippling shot on one of these? Yes, on this archer here. Oh, he's in cover. Damn it. Okay. Let's use crippling shot. Kill this guy. Oh, attack of opportunity. Killed our archer. Not great. One of your characters has been incapacitated. This will likely happen often. If combat death is enabled, incapacitated Praetorians will begin to bleed out. Stabilize them with bandages or with the aid skill that every character has when unarmed, or you will lose them forever. Incapacitated Praetorians who have not bled out will get back on their feet after combat, but will almost certainly suffer a lasting injury that must be treated in camp or while you travel. If you take down an enemy with an attack that deals more than double the amount of damage that the health they have left, that enemy will be instantly slain. This cannot happen to your Praetorians. Okay. Let's see if we can finish this guy. Oh, he's got 8 health. Fair enough. So those archers are going to do a lot of damage. Yep. We have to get to them as soon as possible. Alright, this guy we'll use slash on. Move him forward. Actually, can we move him here? Yeah, they got attacking, but now we can use the double attack. And we killed them both. Oh, nope, he's still left. Precise stab. Alright. Let's move Queso towards the archers. Move everybody up as far as we can. Our archer lady is dead, which sucks, but let's continue. Oh yeah, he's running away. Damn.
I'll just lie down and rest my eyes.
Alright, so the old man is now incapacitated. We should be able to with him. And we'll send the gladiator at this guy. And he can still shiv.
These people are so weak.
Got attack in there before the archer ran.
I can't take this anymore.
I feel so tired.
Alright, we should be able to end it on this turn. And shiv him.
This is it.
There we go.
Just one more.
Slash. And can biggest Verginius Maximus end this battle? He can. Let's go. Okay, everybody's uninjured, which is good, but we did sort of suck during that battle. Hopefully the warehouse goes smoother. Alright, is there anything to loot? Doesn't look like we can grab anything here. So let's just head to the warehouse. Hopefully everybody is full strength. Oh, there's an archer.
We're under attack. Everyone get ready.
There's a guy there. Alright, so Cineros, get back here. Queso, Biggest Dickus, and Gladiator. Alright, let's do this. Oh, enemy go first? Not a fan of that. Damn, okay. Damn, arrows from long distance. Oh, this is going to be rough. Now, we need to take these archers out immediately. So all we have to do is eliminate 7 of the guards. I feel like they're just getting closer. Okay. Alright. We need to kill this archer here. With a fire arrow? We can. He's down to 1 health, so he'll die from burning. Let's have these guys all attack this dude. So, use slash. Now it's Biggest Dickus' turn. And he kills him. Beautiful. Let's try to move these guys out of range of that arrow. Here. We'll use his logistics, so now we're coordinated. Alright, that archer is dead, so we only have to kill 5 more people. Damn.
We'll face them together.
I got a guy with a shield. I don't like that. But we only need to eliminate 5 more. So we don't have to kill all of them. Oh boy. I still feel like letting them come to us is the best option. Alright, can she... She can hit from here, so we'll do that. He's on fire. We'll send the gladiator forward. Maybe he can finish him off. Yes. And then move him back here. Let's get him out of archer range. We'll have these two deal with him. So you move here, so you block that guy. Alright, on turn. Alright, he's gonna climb down. Hopefully he doesn't shoot.
Follow me.
Alright, perfect. He did not shoot. We can easily take this spear guy out. This is going a little better than I thought it would. Alright, so now we're gonna bring... Actually... First thing we're gonna do is step forward with the gladiator. Stab him, get rid of his shield. It didn't, so we're gonna shiv him. There his shield goes. So now... We should be able to... Oh, we can't fire arrow. But we can crippling shot. Beautiful. So the gladiator is going to take some damage this turn. But let's bring... Alright, it's too far for him to move. Ave, my dudes. Little update here. Unfortunately, while I was recording, I didn't notice that OBS started to get really choppy, and it messed up like 7 to 8 minutes of the final product. So I'm just going to tell you what happened real quick. We did actually win this battle. We only had one guy left alive when we killed the 7th guard, but he's dead. And then we got a bunch of XP, and we stole the Greek fire, and then we left the warehouse, and when I return to the video, I will be putting points into our skills. Sorry about this. I'm working on a fix with OBS to make sure this doesn't happen again. Anyway, back to the video. Boom. And for Queso, he is a defender. Brace. For each stack, 25% of the character's shield strength maximum is restored. Yeah, we'll get that to full. For Cineros, he is a medic. +2 movement maximum. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 25% more health restored when healing. Yeah, we're going to go with that. And for the gladiator, he is a duelist. He already has Shiv. Born Ready, which grants 30% of max focus. Bloodthirsty. Killing an enemy grants 1 stack of Bloodthirsty. And Dodge. The next attack against the character has a 50% chance to inflict no damage. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And that is automatically in his equipped skills. That's actually really good. And Julius Caldeus is a marksman. Interrupt. Knock an arrow and wait for an enemy to move within a 120-degree cone in front of you, then shoot that enemy. Character will shoot the first... Okay, so that can happen during their turn. 100% critical chance for ranged attacks against adjacent characters. That sounds good. Vigilant. Interrupting can now attack 2 targets. That's good. Rebuke. Push the target 1 hex away from you. You know, I like all of these, but Point Blank sounds the best. All right. So the next step is to infiltrate Maltini. Oh, I think I see a chest. Hold on. I mean, it is glowing. Oh, damn. Okay. So we got a panoplia, a dagger blade, a large coin purse, and a medicine box. Let's check some of that out. So the panoplia is a 1 armor. It makes us a little bit faster, and it puts our resistance up. So, oh yeah. Let's see if anyone else can use the other armor. See, the heavy armor does make you slower. Okay, so we won't do that. The dagger blade is a material for crafting. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so this has been a pretty productive video, and I think that's actually where we'll end it for this episode. At the beginning of next episode, we will infiltrate Maltini and try to kill some pirates. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did as much as I enjoyed playing it, please leave a like on the video. I hope my voice was not too much of a distraction for you guys during this. And leave a comment down below letting me know how quick you want me to get episode 2 out. Check all the links in the description. And as always, Delende S. Carthago. And I would like to give a huge shout out to the most loyal dudes in the Empire, my Patreons, including new members, Keith Kevelson, Invictus Reinhardt Germanicus, Redidilius Bombidilius, and Chevron 7 Locked. If you'd like to join their noble ranks, head on over to patreon.com/updating on Rome. The Empire needs your support.